All right, so we're going to try to do something today a little different. We're headed down to, well, a big river, Grand River in particular, and we're going to try to get in some flatheads. However, it's pretty flooded, so I don't know how much fishing we're going to do today. We're going to go down and check it out, but first what I have going on is I have my two sons that are joining me today, Sean and Colton. They are going to try and catch some creek chubs for right now. If we can get a few of those, then we'll go down and sink them to the bottom, and then see if we can grab a couple of them big old cats. So we also have my dog with us, Pepper. She's a bulldog boxer mixed. You'll notice that she has a big old lump on her side, and unfortunately we got some bad news about that. So just trying to make her as happy as can be and spoil her as much as we can while she's still with us. Fortunately, we have had her for quite a long time, so it's just sad to know that we may only have 4 to 6 months left with her. So, but anyways, she's still as happy as can be, and she don't act like she's hurting or sick at all. But hopefully she outlives longer than what we're expecting. But anyways, here's the river we're on. As you can see, all that land over there should not be having water on it. It should all be dry. This is my son Colton. Say hi, Colt. Looks like he's all tangled up, which we know is part of fishing. And there's Pepper. Hi, baby. Hey, say hi. Pepper, hey, say hi. This is my other son, Sean. Hey, there's trees behind you. No, there's a tree behind you. There you go. So again, we're trying to catch some creek chubs. Well, one of my sons is. I don't think this one's gonna. I don't know, he seems kind of frustrated. Gotta love fishing. And I didn't bring my waders because I thought we were going to be able to do some shore fishing. So we're going to walk down towards the Grand and see if there's any bank to really fish off of. I know there's a landing down there, so if anything we can just fish off of that, but they have the road going down to the landing closed. Good thing I got my walking shoes on. Now her, I have to watch out for and make sure she doesn't try to go for a swim, because she doesn't swim. She tends to sink. What are you whining about? Need help? Hey, atta boy. You guys keep fishing down towards the big river, and I'm going to go down and check out and see how bad it is, or even where we can fish from. Even the vet couldn't believe that she has no symptoms. That big old mass is like a softball, and she'll lay on that thing, and if she was uncomfortable she wouldn't be snoring like she does, but she still snores like a train. Maybe that's not the best analogy, but she snores like a man, I'll tell you that. But she doesn't seem to be bothered by that big old mass. Her appetite's not any different. You know, it's weird because I bring her into the office with me, and it does seem like she's more affectionate. She usually doesn't give most people the time of day. Maybe lets them pet her head for a second, but then she's off. But lately, she's been hanging out with some of my patients and just sitting by their feet, kind of like more lovey or something. I don't know, I think she knows. Well, here's the thing is, where that bench is, you should be able to walk out to it, but it's kind of isolated for right now. See all that's flooded over there where those rocks are? You should be able to walk. That whole area over there, you should be able to walk. Huh. One time, we tried to let her swim, and we had that harness on her. She started going to the water, and right away I knew I better get a hold of it, because I don't know, swimming doesn't come natural to these type of dogs. So she wants to get in it. She wants to get in that water and try, but I'm not gonna let you, because I know better. Man, all this sucks. I hate to say it, but I don't think there's going to be much fishing of what we want to do. Well, keep trying to fish for some chubs, and I guess the only really place we'll go to is where the landing is and throw off there, I guess. I don't want to give up. I don't give up too well. Sometimes quit can't be in your vocabulary. I tell the boys all the time, we don't know what that word is. We don't know what failure is. I mean, sometimes shit happens and you got to accept it gracefully, but doesn't mean you quit. Always get back up. Keep going forward. At least that's what I tried to teach them anyways. How's it going? Oh, you caught that tree, huh? What the hell are you doing throwing it over there? Go downstream. No, not that way. Downstream. You're going up. Which way is that water flowing? Well, you can't go left. Oh, don't try to break it up. It's just right there. Now just reel it in and try to work it from there. Tighten up the drag. And just try to do different angles of just yanking on it. Well, just see if you can dislodge it. Have some patience. Good luck. If you have kids, I know you know the frustration, especially when you got boys. That one over there, he's pretty heavy-handed. The young one over here, just recently I started realizing he's like a bull moose in heat. All of a sudden my smart one started to to go that way. Sometimes I sit there and look at him and I just wonder, what the hell are you thinking, son? Where'd your brain go? And the other week I asked him, are you dating anyone? Are you liking all these girls all of a sudden? Because your mind went to the wayside. And then the other night he told me he has a girlfriend. So there's that. Now I'm dealing with 3 dumbasses. I love them, mind you, but I told my oldest one, because he gets frustrated with things sometimes, and I told him, hey, you're just in the dumbass phase. You know, as boys, we go in that dumbass phase around 13, and I don't think we come out of it until at least 35. So they got a ways to go. However, just try to teach them to be smart, think. Try not to react without thinking sometimes, even though that's what we do as boys, right? We react and we think, oh, that was stupid. Funny how that never goes the other way. But I love raising boys because you can beat them up. Tell you what, there's no better feeling than to have 3 of your kids try to attack you and whoop all of them. Though those days came to an end a bit ago. This one is about 190. The sophomore in college. Well, he's now getting into jiu-jitsu. And not only that, but I have so many neck injuries from my youth that probably a good idea on my part just to let it be. Every once in a while I'll beat up on a 13-year-old just to make myself feel better. At least him I can still take. Oh man, you gotta love life. You gotta love the stuff that happens, the things you're not expecting, and learn how to just roll with it. That's what I try to teach them. You got to keep moving forward, but you have to roll with life sometimes, because it's not always going to be easy. In fact, life's not easy, right? Anyone who says it should be, they're living in a fantasy land. Because it always has curveballs. You just have to get better at learning how to hit curveballs. And every once in a while, learn how to take a walk. Well, I'm not so sure on if it's legal for me to smoke a cigar on here, so. That was an ups, if anyone's concerned about it. YouTube, whoever, I don't know. I don't know if you can see through all that woods, but he's still struggling to get that snag out. I think he's in another snag. Catch a tree again? Any bites? Yeah, I'm not so sure. Well, we got crawlers, so if anything, we can just go throw a couple crawlers down and go from there. Hey, Sean, let's go. We'll go just throw some crawlers on the bottom and see what happens. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, turn off. Oh, I guess I can't do it from there. All right, just let it take it.
How hard do I set it?
You don't yet. Just hang on. Let him take it.
Well, I know, but like how hard?
You shouldn't have to if he takes it good enough. Okay. Can you feel anything? Put the thing down. Oh. Put the rod down. Let's see if there's something still bounce on it. Grab the. Oh. Here, you can test by doing this, and you can feel whether something's tugging or if it's just the
yeah.
bottom. Could have been just the weight sliding.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't see. I see it dragging. Yeah, even up there, you can just test it just by pulling back on a little bit with your finger. No, like this. Yeah, and then you'll feel something. If it's on there, you'll feel it tugging. Sean, you deal with it right now.
No, he said you deal. I'm holding it.
Sean, you ain't holding shit.
Look.
Oh, my cigar. So we're gonna put this weight right here, and then what I'm doing is we're gonna do a float from up and just let it fall down, and we're gonna put a big old crawler on yours. And see what happens. Not the ideal pole, but this will work. So back up. So we're gonna go top. And that's much weight even for the bobber. All right, so let's go put on less weight. What? Oh. All right, you pretty much have to going to get the bobber right up to the tip, and right there, just let it float down, and then reel it in. Don't let it go too far down. Here, tighten up the line. Well, not too much yet. No, that's good. Now just let it float. All right. Okay, so then be like your brother. I'm gonna see where the line is right there. Throw more straight. See that? See that big tree over there?
Yeah.
The one, no, the one with all the fork ones.
Oh yeah.
Throw straight out there and let it drift down.
All right.
What'd you think, Pepper? You got a wet butt? Woodpecker?
Yeah. Sit on. So when do I know to reel it?
When something yanks on it? Oh, now.
Oh, right now?
So you want to go from here all the way down to about here and then start reeling it in.
Oh, I see.
Because you don't want to get down to that log down there and get snagged.
Okay. Thought that was exactly that.
Oh, now that was a little tug.
That was me.
No, this right here. Something hit it. Right here, see?
Oh, yeah.
Don't be shy. Here, well.
What fish are you on? Oh, no.
Put your pole down. I want you reeling this in if it grabs.
Bro, what kind of lure is this? It's like a salamander.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's pretty cool.
Go through that by this backpack so we can throw it away.
Can you see it still tugging?
Yep, see? Here, you stand over here. But you'll know when he has it.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, he's just not committing.
Yeah. Well, what's it?
Just start reeling in slowly. I think he's on there. It's just small. Reeling slowly. All right, now pull a little bit. Yeah.
Nah. I mean.
Well, it might be small. If it's.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm all right if it's small. That'll be some bait. Lift up on it. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. That's a that's a goby.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that a goby?
Huh.
Sean,
Perfect.
you got a goby.
That's the bait I want right there.
You little invasive creature.
Okay, so let me put the cigar down again.
Pepper, hold it. You're a bulldog, you should be able to smoke cigars.
Alright, so the reason why these are such a popular fish is because it's spineless. It's a good sized chub too. Man, that thing looks just like my lure. So at least I know my lure looks
accurate.
just like a goby. Yep.
Got like a little white.
Actually, go get me my knife. All right. We are gonna cut its head off.
Surgery.
Just like that. All right.
You gonna use his head for anything?
Nope. You can throw it in the water.
What the heck? Is it still alive?
Well, the nerves.
Yeah, that's true.
Are gonna make it seem like it's alive.
With this head?
You can throw his head on there.
I was about to say what.
Actually, yeah, throw his head on there.
Oh, I'll use on mine.
Oh, okay, on yours, yeah. Sorry, Sean. You're gonna have to use worms.
Bottom.
Hook it through the eyes.
Alright. Lower eye, come out through the top.
Both eyes. Hook it through both your eyes.
Right through. What's on the menu for dinner? Goby. What? Goby.
See, that's all this kid thinks about. Food. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some burgers. Maybe we'll go in town and hit the pub. I don't know. You know your daddy needs a drink at some point.
Same here.
You get nothing and you like it.
Don't think so.
So the reason why I loosened up the drag is that if something big grabs it, it's not going to pull my pole in, but at least it's going to start taking out line. Now what's going to make this impressive is if he catches something on this light rig, it's going to be interesting because whatever's going to bite that head is probably going to be decent size. So I just hope he gets back early enough so he can keep fishing. Because my luck, I'll catch it when I'm not trying to catch it. Catch anything, that is. Again, this is the Grand, so you can catch pretty much anything in this river. Muskie, northern, walleye, bass, whitehead, salmon, steelhead. Alright, well, we can call it a day if you want. It's just hard because of all the flooding.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for all this, we'd be able to go down there where the water was calmer and
Catch something.
well, at least put the big baits on the bottom in little eddies out there where at least some catfish will hopefully be sitting in, but we can't walk out to the spot I want to be at though. You think, Colton, we done? All right.
Wow, that was. Should I just cut this?
What? Yeah.
Alright. Oh my heartbeat.
All right.
I don't know. Ask Sean.
Okay, we gave her a shot, even though the river is flooded, and my kid up there is about to break my pole. Don't be breaking my fly rod. Kids. So, time to go home, watch the Masters, or the highlights anyways, catch the rerun of today. Like I said before, never a bad day of fishing, especially when you're out with your kids. So They're going to be joining me on a few more adventures. Well, actually, they're going to be a part of this for however long I do this for, which I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Plan on keeping on fishing, videoing it, bring my kids along, invite friends to be on this with me, and just continue this venture. I'm having a blast so far, and even more so, I'm starting to like that it's getting warmer, because I was getting sick of fishing in the cold all the time. I mean, I'm used to the cold, and I get over it, but I'm really looking forward to some warm weather. So, anyways, till next time, peace.